Good. Everyone's very polite,
Very
much more
polite,
conservative,
yeah.
like
And very well dressed.
yeah.
Like the fashion is very different.
I think it's definitely more conservative.
Yeah.
I have found that we people kind of look like, oh,
Yeah.
like
Look, that's funny.
Football, well, soccer. But you guys did better in Qatar. I think you guys have more potential than us. That's the truth about our country.
So thanks for having the interview. And what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Chloe,
I'm Ella. We're from Sydney.
Australia.
The Sydney.
Yes.
How's living over there?
I like it.
I like it too. It's very hot at the moment.
yeah, it's very
Having a heat
warm.
wave. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit. It's so cold here.
It's very
Now.
different climate.
Yeah, we
here.
get like 40-degree heat.
Right. It's now summer over there, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do for living, by the way?
I am a receptionist at the moment.
I'm in the music industry.
Music industry. Okay. Are you actually making music? Or?
Yeah, I'm like I have an artist project.
Wow, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And you're doing
I'm just a reception at the moment. I go back to uni. I'll be a student in September. Yeah.
in Sydney
In
University.
Sydney, yeah.
Okay.
In Sydney.
Sounds fun.
Yeah,
UNSW.
And then what's the reason that you came in Japan at this time?
Well, we came here last year in
Yeah.
February around the same time.
And we had so
We
much
had
fun.
so we came back.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
holiday.
Just holidaying, exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time, where did you go actually?
We stayed in
Kinshicho. Last time.
Was it?
Yeah. We stayed there.
Yeah, it wasn't. We didn't stay in like because we're staying in Shinjuku this time.
Yeah, yeah. It was a different day.
But we were in Tokyo as well.
Yeah.
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 Was it fun? as well?
Yes.
fun.
It was lots of fun last time.
Yeah. We didn't want to leave, so we came for a bit longer this time.
Yeah.
2 weeks, right?
2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And then now you used to live in Australia, and then how's the impression Japan so far?
Good. Everyone's very polite,
Very
much more
polite,
conservative,
yeah.
like
And very well dressed.
yeah.
Like the fashion is very different.
Yeah.
In comparison to Australia.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
fashion is totally different in Australia and Japan?
I also think the weather has something to do with that.
Definitely,
okay.
definitely.
Yeah. It's a lot more formal, like
Yeah.
People put together more.
Yeah, I
Mm.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it here, yeah.
Yeah.
You like more fashion here?
I think I think in Australia it's too hot to
At the
be-
moment.
Yeah.
it's like, they've got all the cool coats and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys' coat is really cool too. Yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really fancy. Yeah, that's why I catch you on the interview.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then, what do you think of the Japanese girls' fashions? Are they like surprised, like compared to Australian girls' fashion?
Girls
fashion.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely more conservative.
Yeah.
I have found that we people kind of look like, oh,
Yeah.
like,
Look, that's funny.
yeah. But it's just a little bit more conservative, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
I think it's really cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You mean that conservative means like more?
Like for
Huh?
example,
Mm.
like you can see if you can see like my skin on my
Mm.
belly, people are like, oh,
Yeah.
you don't like. I haven't seen anyone that has like
Yeah.
everyone's covered up like this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
Mm.
It's just different, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
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 And all the girls' hair is really nice. It's always done very neatly, very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no humidity to like mess
Yeah,
it
to mess it up, and everyone has
okay.
very nice shoes and boots.
Mm.
It's just different to what we're used to.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a really interesting point. Yeah.
Yeah.
People never say like fashion.
yeah.
That's
I
really-
think that's like the biggest thing that I would.
I
notice.
I would be interested to see in summer if it's
Yeah.
different, because I do think that the winter, the fact that it's so cold, plays a big part.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
But yeah, thanks for the opinion. And what if you like surprised thing? Fashion is okay too, but any different or any shock? Yeah.
It's very clean. There's like barely any litter.
Yeah.
That is so different from
Yeah.
Australia. There's
Mm.
if you walk on the street in Sydney, it's like
It's just-
cigarette butts everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot dirtier on the streets in Sydney
Yeah,
than it is
everyone-
here.
Yeah, here I haven't seen anyone litter.
And
or,
there's
like,
no bugs here.
yeah.
I think it's too cold.
It
at the
was
moment.
really funny. We were just having lunch.
Yeah.
And in the shop there was like a tiny little cockroach.
Yeah.
And everyone like freaked
Freaked out,
out.
jumped
And we're like,
out of their
that's so
seats.
funny because we see those every day.
Yeah,
in
like
Sydney.
it's so normal to see
Yeah.
that.
We're just like, oh, cockroach.
Yeah, it was, and I think that was actually quite a big,
Yeah.
like, cultural difference to
Mm.
see
Yeah.
how everyone reacts.
There's no bugs. I haven't seen a single fly.
Mm.
Yeah. not a single bug. That was the first bug I've seen, and last time we were here we didn't see. We were trying to find bugs.
And very little birds and stuff too.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like
Yeah. The wildlife. I think definitely because it's cold, so I'm sure I would assume there'd be more when it's hotter.
Yeah, I kind of heard it like Australia have more bigger bats.
have-
We
lots of
have
bugs.
lots
Right.
of
But
bugs.
it's normal there, like you don't really
No, and no one
flinch.
yeah, you move it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're surprised when Japanese freak out.
It was
even
funny.
though
Yeah,
they're-
it was
It was
really
like
funny
small.
to us. It was so it was like,
Like
a little
everyone was like getting out of their
cockroach.
seats and we were just like, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's not gonna hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
How big the cockroach in?
In Sydney, they
huge.
can get really big.
Like
Like
this?
really small or like really big.
Like this?
Yes. Very big. And the spiders as well can get like to the size of your hand.
Yeah, like huntsman
The huntsmen,
spiders.
which they don't hurt
they're
you,
harmless.
Mm.
but
Yeah.
they just look scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to
They're
look
like
out for the little
furry.
ones. Those are the deadly ones.
That's surprising, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to like bring back anything, so what things you'd like to bring back to your country? Like anything should be fine, like spiritual or
I think the politeness here
Mm.
would be nice in Sydney, like the sense of community. I mean, it depends
I
on
mean,
where you are in
Sydney,
Australia.
because there are definitely areas that are like
Yeah.
very friendly. But
Yeah.
you know, I've never seen in Sydney like someone come up to you as like clearly you're a tourist and they're like, do you need help? Like,
Yeah.
do you know where to go?
Mm.
Whatever that happens here.
Yeah.
That doesn't really happen in Sydney.
Yeah,
Um,
and maybe some of the cool fashion we
yeah,
could bring
clothes.
back.
Also, the
Cool
clothes
fashion.
are cheaper here.
Yes,
Ah,
shoes are a lot
right.
cheaper
Yeah,
here.
cheaper. So like, we will like leave room in a suitcase so that we can bring
Yes.
back clothes.
And also the food here is amazing.
yeah, I'd like. Yeah,
There's a
the
lot
food.
more food
There's-
around
and like
everywhere.
all the small places. Like I haven't been in a place where I'm like the food wasn't that good.
Yeah,
It's
me
just
neither.
so good everywhere.
Japan?
Yes.
And even when it's really cheap or like
Yeah.
little like tiny like closed off areas, and you'll be like, oh, there's a food place there. Should we go in? And you go in, and it's like the best meal you've ever had in your
Yeah.
life. Like that doesn't really happen in Sydney.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah, I could bring that back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you will be full pack in the suitcase.
Yeah.
back all the sweets and things. Yeah.
And then you said that you like Japanese fashion. Do you find any your favorite clothes in Japan?
I think all of the shoes, all of the boots,
Mm.
and the coats as well. But you can't like it's
We don't
too
really like
hot there.
Yeah, we could buy coats, but we wouldn't really use them that much.
No.
In Australia,
Mm.
so.
Like this would be way too thick to be wearing in winter in Australia.
Australia.
I think.
Mm.
Like you could wear it, but I'd probably
Like at
end up
nighttime.
taking it off. Yeah,
Yeah.
or nighttime. Yeah.
Maybe only here or
Yeah.
Yeah.
more winter place.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for the interview, and hope you enjoy 2 weeks in Japan life.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your name and where from?
I'm from Ukraine. My name is Ksenia.
And my name is Anna or Anya, and I'm also from Ukraine.
You both from Ukraine.
Hi.
Hi. Japanese, yeah. Do you speak Japanese?
少しだけ
How about you?
A bit.
A bit.
more than
too.
少しだけ
A bit more than 少しだけ。
Oh,
そんなに上手じゃありません。
very good.
うん。
How do you learn Japanese?
Actually, I started my learning here in Japan. So, but I still not 上手 yeah.
Yeah, and I'm majoring in languages, which is English and Japanese. So I'm supposed to be very good at Japanese, but I'm not that great. So that's how I started learning when I entered university for my first year.
That makes sense. So you actually taking language, but
Mm.
your Japanese was pretty good, both of you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because it was like one
Yeah.
tiny bitty bit.
まだまだです。
What makes you to move in Japan? Are there any reasons?
Yeah, actually, one of Japanese university proposed to my home university in Ukraine, like to have some exchange students, like 4 students. So that's why I came here as an exchange. Yeah.
Yeah, same goes for me, but we're from different universities in Ukraine, so we met here.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't know each other before. So, yeah, the Japanese university just suggested to have an exchange program with our universities, and that's how we came here.
That's really good to meet. Yeah, I thought you guys from like friends from long time ago. You guys get really along. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
How do you feel right now for like what's the impression of Japan so far?
I really like Japan. Yeah, the people so nice. We just actually had conversation before you came to us. Yeah, about Japan, about Japanese people. Yeah, so about Japanese, about how are they nice to us. Yeah, especially to me. When I just came, I couldn't speak Japanese at all, but they usually trying to help me. Yeah, even though we cannot communicate like with using language, but we still have like body language, gestures, yeah, and the translator. So yeah, we use all possible ways to communicate.
It's nice. So they help like
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
way.
yeah,
They
yeah,
use
yeah, yeah.
body language.
So.
So nice, yeah. And what about you?
Yeah, same. I'm just very grateful for all the Japanese people I've met so far because everybody has been very, very nice and very, very happy to help and willing to help. And yeah, although our Japanese is not that fluent, but it's still very nice because even if you don't understand some kind of rules or you don't understand what exactly the person means, they're always willing to explain in some other way, like explain you actually, and nobody would be like upset with you or something. Everybody would be very, very nice still. So that's very great.
But you now in the like college in Japan, and then you also experience in college in Ukraine. Are there any like difference, like college life?
Very different.
Very different because I'm like kind of COVID generation. So I've been locked in my apartment since I get to the uni. So actually Japan showed me real student life. So yes, a lot difference. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like when I entered university, I only spent like one semester going to campus and then COVID happened. So for the rest of the time, I was just doing online studying. So here it's very different in terms of like you actually go to the campus, you meet people. It's very nice to participate in events, have lunch together. It's really nice. And also, I think the main difference is that our curriculum, you don't choose curriculum you don't choose what classes you take. The once you enter major, the classes are decided. It's predetermined. So once you are in this major, like the whole like 4 years, you study like this for this amount of hours, this for that amount of hours. So it's decided. But here you can choose classes yourself, which is very nice because you have more control
Yeah.
over your schedule and over what you want to study.
I guess
So-
maybe as an exchange student we have like more freedom than regular students. So especially in my major, I heard that some students they have like mandatory subjects that they must to take. Yeah, and as well they have like some alternative. Yeah, and in my major in Ukraine, just recently, I guess maybe 1 year they trying to implement this like alternative subject. So like we have so, but basically, all of them it's mandatory, so we must to take it, and maybe 2 or 3 we can choose, but it's alternative. So you can take this or that, and sometimes it's not good this and not good that. So you literally have no choice.
Wow, I didn't know. So in Japan, more free way.
yeah,
Mm.
more choice. We have more
Yeah.
choice. Yeah.
Which one do you like it?
Like both now, yeah, it's nice to experience like both. Yeah, but I guess in Japan I like more maybe. Yeah.
Do you have any like surprise class?
Surprise class.
About Japanese culture, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
The class about Japanese culture.
So.
Hirahata sensei's class?
No. No. Of course, no.
Of course, no. What do you mean?
You say the Hata Sensei class?
Yeah, like we had the same class about Japanese culture
Okay.
at some point. Yeah, it was very like we were communicating with Japanese students. It was like half Japanese students and half foreign students. So we basically were like kind of paired up and we were doing like some exchange conversations and everything, and we did a lot of presentations. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
But for me it was kind of stressful because I felt like not in my plate at all, because everybody could speak, not everybody, I guess maybe 3 students from Ukraine couldn't speak Japanese, include me. Yeah, and I usually need. I didn't know I didn't know Anya
Yeah, we
or
didn't talk that
yeah.
much
So
to each
even
other.
Ukrainians was new for me. So and I was so shy to ask for help for translation. And this teacher, she has like unique system.
Yeah, she really wanted us to study Japanese
Yeah.
as much as we
And
could.
she usually just look in your eyes and speak Japanese to you, but I couldn't understand.
right?
And she
Yeah.
waiting for reply. But how could I reply if I couldn't understand and I don't know how to reply. And it
Yeah.
was super stressful. Every Friday I was stressed out. Yeah, and I was so angry actually. Yeah.
No, she was quite nice.
I felt
But
it's mean.
yeah, I mean, she was nice, but like she has her way of teaching the language as well. Like she just wanted us to like understand Japanese, and that was like for me, it was not too stressful because I used Japanese at that point. But for somebody who was like completely new to the language, I feel like it was much worse in a way. So yeah.
And then like some of my viewer running as English as second language.
Mm.
Do you have any like study tips to running second language?
It's difficult. Yeah, when I studied English, it wasn't for me easy at all. Yeah, I spent a lot of time and practicing and like forcing myself to do homework, to speak to native speaker, even though I do mistakes. I still do mistakes. So as you can see, yeah. But tips: try to think in this language which you learn. But I cannot think in Japanese, even though I studied it. Trying to study. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. Trying to
Shadowing.
shadowing.
Shadowing?
Yeah.
Shadowing.
Yeah. Maybe listen to music and movie with subtitles or something like that. Yeah. It's pretty simple tips, but it works, I guess. Yeah. Maybe. Anna.
Anna, Anya. Okay.
Can you share any tips?
I think what Ksenia said, like language exposure.
Mhm.
I think in Japan you don't have a lot of chances to actually use what you've learned. When you're at school, you study for passing exams, right? Because you have entrance exams to the university, and everybody
True.
studies very hard.
Right.
All the grammar, all the reading, because I think it's only like reading part and like writing part. You don't have any speaking for the exam. But if you want to communicate in the language, you actually have to try to apply what you learned, like practically. So I think like language exposure, trying to talk if you have any like opportunity to talk to like foreign friends or like I don't know somebody outside who is willing to practice English. I think it's very, very great to do that because only studying grammar is not enough to actually communicate in the language, unfortunately. So-
とても確かに。
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, make the environment.
Yeah, make it just more, applicable in your everyday life.
So the last question:
Mm.
Do you know any like famous Japanese person for you?
Like in what field? Whatever field?
Yeah, whatever field. Like everything should be fine. Right? Everyone should be fine.
I don't know. One of our Ukrainian friend introduced me Japanese band, 新しい学校.
新しい学校.
So yeah, so I guess like the main person, like soloist. So I know her. Yeah.
What about Fujikaze?
Oh yeah. Fujikaze. I really like his hit, and sometimes I follow his like credo. 死ぬのがいいわ. Thank you, Anya.
You're welcome.
And you? Maybe.
Yeah, I have a lot. I have a lot of people that I really love. One of them is Hayao Miyazaki. I really love his art and his animations. I really love them. I've been to the most recent one, and the voice actor Suda Masaki. Yeah, it was very, very great to know that. And also, I love Hizuru Hanyu. I love him so much. Yeah, I always like followed all his like performances. He's so great. He's so graceful on ice. I
Right.
absolutely love that. So
So you're a big fan of Hanyu.
yeah, in a way, yes.
Surprised to know. You guys already know. like Japanese person.
No, no, no.
And you also know the trend. 新しい学校 is kind of new thing.
Mm.
You know, yeah.
TikTok ですから。
That's how you get information, right?
Sometimes.
I don't have TikTok. She has one.
まだまだです。
I don't know. Not getting that probably. Yeah.
Thanks for all the info. It was really fun. Please enjoy Tokyo Life.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Sorry,
you
that
so
was long. We were
Yeah.
talking a lot.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you so much.
パニパニ。
Thank you. ありがとうございました。
Thanks for accepting interview. What's your name?
Christina.
And Ilari.
Nice to meet you. I'm Yoshi.
Nice to meet you.
And then where actually from?
Finland, Helsinki.
Oh, Finland, Helsinki.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the like famous things to do in Finland?
Maybe Suomenlinna. That
Going to sauna.
Yeah, going to sauna. If you're staying in Helsinki, I think Suomenlinna, Tuomiokirkko. Maybe the harbor area. There are a lot of tourists.
And of course visiting Moomin shop.
Yeah, Moomin shop. Yeah.
Moomin, right?
Yeah.
Famous.
Yeah. If you go somewhere else than Helsinki, then Lapland. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, and then the sauna is really getting popular in Japan
Oh, really?
in this
Okay.
past month. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Can you throw water, the stove here, or is it out banned?
It's some of them doing the throw water, but
Okay.
some of them not. Yeah, it depends on place. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
In Finland, a lot of families they have their own saunas, so then you go actually there weekly with your like family and like especially during the coldest months when it's winter, so it's like you allowed to go there.
Wow,
Yeah.
really? Do you guys have own sauna as well, or in your?
Not in our apartment, but in our building.
In the basement.
There.
So
Yeah, in the basement there is a sauna.
That's
Yeah.
really cool, though. Yeah.
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 And then, are there any reason to come in Japan?
Well, for us, I mean, I think we both wanted it quite a long time to
Yeah.
visit here, but the flying time is so long that it really
Right.
we need to stay here for 10 days minimum, I think, because 1 week is too short for such a long flight. So, and it's quite expensive to fly here, so you kind of have to plan it out. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like all about the culture and like
Yeah.
everything, so it's so fascinating and so have you really like waiting a long time for this trip and yeah, like
Yeah.
really excited to be here at the
Yeah,
moment and
all the food and you know, people are really nice, polite.
Thanks for saying that. What things you'd like to try in Japan? Like anything should be fine. Like,
I think the gaming hall was really interesting yesterday.
yeah.
Where there are these different games, you can try to get some prizes. That was really fun.
For
actually.
vending machines where you actually put a coin and then you're trying to catch a toy.
Yeah.
So they're very like catchy.
Yeah, those were really fun.
So
And then
yeah.
maybe the Akihabara was the area.
Akihabara.
Akihabara.
Yeah, like it's very different. Like we don't have that kind of areas.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
more with like all this like, pop culture and it's very like different.
Yeah. And I'm waiting Kyoto also when we go there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's nice to see different places.
Yeah.
But there is so much to do in Tokyo that I think it would be quite easy to spend 10 days in here as well.
Yeah. More like imagine that here in Tokyo it's nice to see like the pop culture side and then in Kyoto like more like history side. So then I think those are the two parts that are really interesting.
No, that's what we thought. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah.
I guess we made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, nice choice. Did you catch anything? You said you went to arcade to have like we call
Yeah.
us UFO capture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got something. Nothing too special, just the smallest one. And then the person was helping us as well, because I think he saw that we don't catch anything, so then he placed them so that we get something.
Yeah, so it was kind of like the area we thought was empty. So I asked the guy that could you please like fill in. So then you put the toys in very like easy position. That
Right.
when I put the coin, so it was easy to catch, and I was like, it was so difficult to catch some of the toys. I was like trying and trying, and I didn't catch anything.
Yeah.
So then actually, with that small help, I could then catch a toy. But I think we got some like souvenirs
Yeah,
to
some
bring home.
souvenirs. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Also, do you know any like Japanese names, like some famous people? Or...
Okay, like the one who was directing Ghibli movies, like Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah,
Hayao
Miyazaki.
Then was the singer Ayumi Hamasaki?
Ayumi Hamasaki.
Yeah,
Really?
like when I was younger, I was listening a lot of like G-pop and J-rock, so I know some names, and so I know more like bands. Gazette.
Oh,
Oh my
what is
God,
the-
I can't remember anymore.
I tried to Hideo Kojima, obviously. Hideo Kojima. When I was little, I played Metal Gear Solid games from Konami, maybe Konami or Kojima.
I was surprised you know the Hamasaki Ayumi.
Yeah.
And you say you like you know some of the manga artists. What kind of manga do you know?
Akira.
Akira. Yeah.
Akira, that's the first I read. When I was little, I took it from the library, and that was the one I read at first.
One Piece.
One Piece.
One Piece, yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I was reading Fushigi Yogi when I was younger.
I didn't read One Piece, to be honest. I'm not. I haven't started it, but I know it's there. It's
Okay.
the Vinland Saga. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
You guys know pretty well for Japanese manga. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's really popular in Finland. It's
And also, do you have any other question that you want to ask in Japanese people? Anything should be fine.
Do you think that a lot of people here in Tokyo can? I mean, you can speak English just fine, but do a lot of people study English nowadays, like from their childhood and to the adult age? Because I know that maybe older people didn't do it, like in Finland, older people can, or they usually don't speak English that well compared to younger ones. So it's now everyone seems to speak English. I don't feel like I need, because I was a bit worried that how well you can,
Right.
visit here only with English. But I mean, everyone speaks English to some degree, so it's quite easy. Do you feel like all your friends, everyone speaks English?
Thanks for the question. So, to be honest, like all the days, we really didn't start. We studied, but it's not like speaking well.
Okay.
But as of these days, we actually like study. It's like
Yeah.
one of the requirements for elementary school and junior high school right now. So that's why maybe couple years we will be more have people who speaking English.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But it's nice to try to speak a little bit of Japanese.
Okay.
To with local. I just want words like arigato and that kind of stuff. So it's really difficult to know that what to actually say. I don't want to misspell anything, so that people don't look at me like, what did you do?
Do you know any Japanese words?
Ohio. Ohio. Then the arigato. Hi. That's
Hi.
like super simple word.
Nani?
You know Nani? That's really nice word. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
How did you memorize Nani?
I was watching some like Instagram videos with a guy who was actually like trying to teach some Japanese words. So then just like, remember that, but I forgot all the rest.
So thanks for answering all the questions. Please enjoy in Tokyo Life.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. It's very fun.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too.
Just started. Thanks for accepting interview. And what's your name?
Amador. Cesar.
Claudia.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Yoshi. Where actually from?
Mexico.
Mexico
Yes.
City.
How's the impression Japan so far?
It's been amazing. Very beautiful. The landscapes, all the buildings, the food.
Yeah, the food actually, it's very good.
It's the
Very
best.
delicious. We've just been 2 days here, but it's been amazing so far.
What kind of food did you try and you like it?
Ramen.
Ramen. We're trying to have some sushi. We haven't done before. It's pretty cool. Yes, and also the breakfast. We try the omelette.
Omelets, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're really nice.
the perfect texture.
Right. Even though compared to Mexican food, it's totally different or?
Yes.
Way different. Yeah, the spices and the flavors, they're very different.
What's the reason to come in Japan? Are there any reason?
Your culture, your food, people, and the landscapes. Exactly. You guys have another type of culture, so we have to take this type of different shock we have otherwise in our country. Yeah, and you're very organized, people, and you're very quiet and very crowded places.
Right.
Very clean compared
Very
to Mexico.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. I think Mexican people is really friendly and they are more active. So
Yeah.
is that difference in
Yeah, that's
Japanese
way
people?
different, yeah.
Yeah, we're very loud.
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah, always.
Yeah, in a good
it's
way, yeah,
fun.
for sure.
And then,
Yeah.
I think more party, I guess, or is that?
Yeah, we have definitely more this type of party thing in our country. Even though we have that's type of the important part of our culture too, because that's what you look at in Mexicans, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And also, you have any plan further for in Japan?
Okay, we're trying to go to Kyoto and Osaka and the Mount Fuji.
Yes.
Mountain Fuji, yeah.
You go Kyoto and meet the Fuji. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, what things you'd like to try over there, food?
Mostly food. Yeah.
We're here for the food.
Right.
Mainly.
Yeah. And the landscape. We've seen so many YouTube videos that they show the Mount Fuji, and it seems pretty cool,
Right.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, landscape definitely great
Yeah.
in here.
There's a lot of Instagram information about Japan. A lot of videos that show even the places like this one we're right now. So it helped you by your tourism that you guys show that to the people in other countries, because then you know where to go specifically.
And
Yes.
there are a lot of videos that say if you're in Japan only for a week or for 3 weeks, and recommendations for what to do on day 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they have more detail of depends on
Yes.
thing.
Yes,
Wow.
and that makes it very easy for us to get our itineraries or our days, our plans.
Right, that's really cool. Do you find any place or the picture? Oh, I really wanted to go.
Yes, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, mostly.
Yes.
We don't have any that much time, so
We're just trying to go to places nearby where we are, so we
as much as possible. Yeah.
we can take advantage of the time and get to know all the places.
I see. So even though this trip, you will go many places this
Yes.
amount of time.
Yeah.
Mm.
For sure.
Nice, yeah.
We can sleep on the plane back.
That's true, yeah. If you're having fun, yeah.
Yes.
And also, are there any surprise or things compared to Mexico when you come in Japan? Shock or?
You guys say a lot of thank you.
Mm.
For
Yeah,
us,
you're very grateful.
yeah, you're very grateful.
Mm.
That's a very good sign of you,
Mhm.
because I mean, for us, it is not like that,
Mm.
for sure. But that's why we were at the bar yesterday and we look at that detail,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, and you're very welcoming. We were asking for directions in different parts of the trip, and
Right.
everyone was very how do you
so
say?
helpful.
Yeah, so helpful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also the coffee. You guys don't make any coffee, but it's like you have a lot of place where you can drink any other options of coffee,
Mm.
and you don't produce coffee. That's pretty amazing.
Right. So you try coffee in the cafe or
Yeah,
anywhere?
at the cafe. Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
that's pretty cool.
Yes. And also the airport here is very quiet and compared to our airport.
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
And it's very peaceful.
Okay.
And the subway.
Yes, and
Subway?
we have to be very mindful of not to speak the way we speak or
Mm.
at the volume we usually speak.
Yeah, even it's too crowded.
Mm. So it's more peaceful and then really quiet.
Quiet.
Peaceful.
Yes.
Mm. Yeah, a lot of people, saying that too, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
And the last question, like, what things you'd like to bring back your country? Like, anything should be fine, like culture or spiritual or physical things. Yeah,
No, a lot of memories.
right.
Mostly memories.
Mm.
Candies.
Candy,
Yeah.
Sake
sake.
and Japanese beer.
Mm.
Yes,
It's delicious.
it's delicious.
Probably that.
Mm. What's the famous alcohol or drink in Mexico?
Tequila.
Tequila.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Mezcal. Also, the beer is good.
Mm.
And wine.
Right,
Wine,
right.
Yeah.
we have good wine.
Mm.
I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. And then, what's your like famous sports in Mexico?
Football. Well, soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
Yes.
Soccer.
But you guys did better in Qatar.
Thanks for saying that. Yeah.
You guys did
At the
better.
time.
I think you guys have more potential than us.
Mm.
That's the truth about our country. Yeah, you guys took advantage of the culture
Mm.
part of the sport.
Really, I think Mexican has the good player too, right?
Yes.
So far, yeah. Some of they play in Europe as well, right? Mm.
Exactly. You guys could have beat Croatia.
Yeah, at the times
Yeah.
World Cup.
You could beat. We thought you guys could beat Croatia. I mean, you guys beat Germany,
Yeah,
and also you did a very good job with Spain.
yeah, at the times. Yeah.
We watched Japan. Like,
Mm.
it is an interesting team because back in the years they didn't do well, but
Mm.
then it is quite a very nice performance from them.
I was surprised too, like when we won the German, even though like public people was
Yes.
surprised. Yeah.
Yes, we were surprised too, but you guys did really well.
Thanks for all the answer. Please enjoy Japan trip.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
It was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. ご視聴ありがとうございました。質問のご希望や動画の感想をコメント欄でいただけると幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録、応援お願いします。